if you do not understand the issue, you cannot be part of the conversation as much. So it's just calling for inclusive, and having a convening and bringing people to the table. You have a very weird power balance. If the US is there and you have a country like, I don't know, Togo, and the US have universities with good amount of money doing research on this, and the other country have nothing, with no expertise. And even to some extent, I think I can confidently say that even within the UN and within the UNFCCC, the amount of knowledge and expertise and money dedicated to research like this is very little. So how can we have inclusive conversation if there is that imbalance in terms of where resources are? So I think a first line of action, how can we get the research table to be a bit more balanced, have different countries, different stakeholders have a good level of understanding, technology, the supercomputers, whatever, to do the modeling and be at the same level, to have good conversation at the same level. I think that is very important. And then once we are there, we can start talking about how do we want to proceed with research on this. And I think the moment I hear the worry, I think we cause a bit of fear and panic around research on SRM because we see it as very scary. But to be honest, a lot of the climate solutions have not done great, right? Offsetting didn't do well. Carbon credits is not doing well. There are big initiatives around carbon market. It doesn't deliver benefit to the everyday person. It's still corporates benefiting, it's still big public institution getting some money. So if you really want to get to the point where we really want to do the big changes around climate solutions and making it equitable, just, it's not about stopping research. I think it's rather invest more and more into research, get all your questions answered and make a decision. But everyone needs to be able to come on the table with a good level of knowledge and understanding to be able to contribute to that conversation. And currently it's not possible because some countries have already have the tools, have the research, have the money, and others don't even know what we're talking about. So that unfair balance, I think that should be the first course of action. How do we get different stakeholders having the tools and the resources to invest in this research? And if you look at the stories shared by the previous panel, people went to universities and heard about this and they took studies in it. How many universities in the Global South have any course at all, around not even SRM, around even carbon removals? Very little. So how can we expect to have inclusive conversation when this doesn't even exist as an infrastructure?